Hey ballers, welcome to These Balls Can Talk, the podcast that can't wait until Jaxon starts for the New York Football Giants. Right, John?
Yeah!
This is Mark along with John and our producer Pete, and we're getting ready to discuss the latest in sports, tech, and pop culture. It is actually our season finale, and we're doing a special fantasy football edition.
You're my fantasy, Mark.
It's going to be fancy in two different ways, and you'll see. In a little bit. Wait there. Joining us tonight is a fan favorite, married to a contender for our number one fan, and a cousin to our producer, Mr. Peter Steffen. Please welcome back to the show, Mr. Tim Feyes. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Hey guys.
Hello, Tim.
How we doing?
Tim, fresh back from a European tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We had to summer in France for Bunny's
Oh, you lead such a hard life.
Well, he's a banker.
You work pretty hard, though.
Doing banker things.
At Feyes is always it's a motivating factor in my life to do good, be good. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Yeah.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Go Bills.
Always.
Should we have a Go Bills?
So then I have a question for you. For being a better Buffalonian, did you buy season tickets in the new stadium yet?
Yeah.
No.
Can you?
I mean,
I'm sure you can. They will take your money.
I would assume that at this point, Tim hobnobs with all the wealthy in Buffalo.
No.
No.
I would say the biggest thing is that the new stadium is smaller than the old stadium, and they're not through all the season ticket holders yet.
Is it is it like 62 or 63,000? I've heard like mismatching numbers.
I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah,
but
so whatever's
less,
left after that, that's what'll be open to the public for sale. But no, I'm not interested in season tickets to the games. Frankly, I just don't want to be driving around in the snow in December,
that makes sense.
January.
Well, you and Lisa had.
It's not close to my house.
Yeah, you guys had tickets for a couple of years in a row there for a decent streak, right?
Adam and I did for a while. We had him in the aughts when Drew Bledsoe was our gunslinger.
Oh yeah.
And then I had them in the
former Bills great.
Yeah, when Fitzmagic was rocking the house, I had them for the Bills, but we would just sell them typically.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, that's when the Bills tickets sold for almost double what they sell for now in the 12s because people went for just the party.
That's pretty funny.
The team was so terrible. Yeah, they just went to party. I remember selling Patriots tickets to Bills fans for like $360.
Wow,
that's insane. Yeah, we probably got down 50-0 in that game. So
I'm sure. Yeah.
People just want the good time.
Anyway, John, how you been?
I won't. But I'm happy to go. I'm excited to go one time. We are going to one more game this year to see a last game with the Ralph. So
me too. I want to make sure we get to one of them.
John, how you been?
I'm so confused by the Yankees. And see, here's the thing. They win 7 in a...
No. You're not supposed to use this as a topic.
Wait, what?
No. Because they win 7 in a row, but against really terrible teams, and they make me think maybe they've changed. But 3 errors in the first inning and losing 4-3 in the top of the 7th with the Red Sox.
I saw those 3 innings, those 3 errors live. They were hilarious.
With the Red Sox still fighting in a series that they really do need to win, it makes me sad. Except for that, Jamie and I are plugging through house. We got ice cream today, Penny Lane again.
What episode are you guys up to?
2, maybe 19. We just did the one with the sick kid with the blue eyes, which was incredible. So good.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And we're doing the weird sleeping girl who's famous, and I can't place her, but she's famous. I want to say Amy Adams, but it's not. I think it's the other one that looks just like her.
No, it's not her either.
Brandy Chastain.
And I'm really actually, Mark, you brought this episode idea literally yesterday up, and I was like, you know what? That's great because I'm really excited for fantasy football week. Yeah. I have 2 drafts in the next week, and looking to make some waves in my dynasty league, and hopefully something's left for me at last pick because I won last year. Humble brag. But yeah, it's going great.
I'm gonna steal your tight end, John.
You know what? You can have it.
Nice.
Because I need a quarterback.
Nice.
You don't need a quarterback in the first round, though.
I need a quarterback because I have one.
Actually, I might not steal it because I actually probably need a I actually need a running back, I think.
Wow. Well, you're going to make the decision will be difficult if Colson Loveland exists at the 14th.
Not going to be that difficult.
It will be difficult because he is going to score many, many touchdowns. Anyway, how are you, Mark?
I sound better, right? Like
less whiny.
been having. Yeah, thank you. Been drinking a lot of tea because I've just been I'm still a little congested, but it's a little bit better now. And but oh my god, I was on my deathbed last week and I couldn't do anything. But a little bit more normal now. We'd finished the summer kickball season on Friday. Unfortunately, we lost on a very controversial call. Like the potential game-winning run in extra innings ran into his third base coach, and the ump at third base didn't say anything. We argued the call. It's like, listen, that is an automatic out. You cannot run into your third base coach. And there was a discussion. The refs ended up saying no, it's fine, and they ended up winning the game. And still very salty. But a new kickball season starts tomorrow, and it's just like opening day all over again. Everyone thinks that they're going to win the championship. We'll see.
What did Gordon Bombay say when he turned the team into the Mighty Ducks? You guys are still undefeated for the new season.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like the tension you had in the baseball game. Don't sweat it.
And ducks flap together. Mark, ducks flap together. Fly together.
Flap together.
Ducks fly together. Yeah, whatever. It's like 20 years.
Flap.
Pete, how you been?
Pretty good. I mean, as always, busy working, doing some pretty cool stuff though at work. Some fun effects for a movie, so that should be exciting. We've been watching The Bear. So we just finished season 3. That show is fucking awesome.
Yes, love The Bear.
It's very, very good.
I forget if I mentioned it in a previous podcast. I might have, but man,
you mention it. You mention it every week.
I probably do. I'm obsessed because Tim remembers this. He visited when I was randomly a sous chef in Maine in this restaurant over there. Actually, that was Doug that went over there. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get this summer with you in Maine while you grilled vegetables in that girl's house or whatever that was.
What? Dude, that was a friggin' No, that was a really like high-end restaurant. I was by the time I left, dude, house. I was doing all the orders for the entire place and basically running it.
Pete, I still remember the summer that you worked at Bellini's in Troy.
We made together
and I was trying to learn up to be a bartender, so we would just have these random drinks after
Bellini's in Glenmont.
That was my second cooking job. That was a nightmare.
And then there was one night that we played daiquiri pong on our porch.
Yes.
That seems like a great plan.
That was a great plan.
Is it like literally
higher alcohol
with like strawberry daiquiris?
Beer pong with strawberry daiquiris.
We had even stronger shit in there too at some points. Whatever you were practicing in your mixology course, we would play pong. It
was bad idea though because it was 1-on-1 and we were on the second floor, so if we lost the ball,
somebody had to run down and get another one.
We had a lot of great neighbors.
And they would always be like, "You guys are playing beer pong on the balcony. That's awesome!" On like a random Wednesday night.
You get like a shop vac hose down to the bottom.
Oh yeah,
so on the balls, and he's like, return the ball, please.
That's genius. Well, so anyway, my point with all this was though, like cooking, like that restaurant, like being thrust into that role, it just all the anxiety, the tension, the intensity, like dinner rushes. That shit is real. Like what you see on The Bear, like it just kept triggering all these memories that I thought like I would, that they were just way deep in my head. And I was like, oh man.
I mean, the consensus is that people who work in restaurants get PTSD from that show. That's what I've heard literally.
And I mean, I only did it for like, honestly, in the span of my entire life, about 4 or 5 months, 6 months maybe of like hardcore cooking. And it's still enough. Like I will never forget that stuff. It's
so
tough.
I'm going to tell you,
I really highly respect anyone that makes a career out of that.
The Bear also gives Italians PTSD. Just FYI.
Just because
they're screaming.
Like it's just like a random.
Isn't that regular dinner every night? That one episode.
What is that? Season 2 with the crazy Christmas?
Yep. The big Italian Christmas dinner. The
big Italian Christmas.
Yep. Anyway,
that episode is too real. Besides the drunk mom crashing the car.
Jamie the Curse crashing car. Yep.
Sorry, I'm dragging this on way too long. But other than that, we've been doing a lot of swimming in our pool, trying to take advantage of the hot weather, and then getting Liam on adults floats and just spinning him around. He's having a super fun time with that.
Whoa. Has he kept doing that?
He likes, yeah. He even went into the one that he like sunk into, and he was just chilling in the water again. So he's liking that again.
So funny.
Yeah. And he is also very excited for football. So we had a preseason game on when we were at when we were in Buffalo that weekend, and it popped on, and Liam looks at the TV and he goes, oh, football. We're like, whoa. We're like, okay. It's like,
I'm still waiting for him to say "Go Bills."
I know, not quite yet, but he knows football. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of what I've been up to.
Mark, I pressed the button.
Hey everyone, what did the soccer player say before stretching?
What, Mark?
Time to kick things off. Literally.
Oh.
It's time for warm up your balls. They're just getting worse and worse.
I gotta tell you, I keep it in every week when I edit the show. Every time you tell your stupid joke, Pete goes, "Aw!" I keep it in. It's so fun.
I didn't do it this time because I realized I had the wrong page up, so I was frantically scrambling to do that instead of focusing on Mark's.
During this segment, Pete will spin the wheel that will randomly select a question for our guests to answer. Are you ready, Pete?
Ready as I'll ever be, as long as it's refreshed. Here we go.
I think I did it.
Yes. So, Tim, would you rather always have to sing your thoughts or dance everywhere you walk? What would be more? What would be least embarrassing or, annoying to you?
Which one would you choose? Don't worry about embarrassing or annoying. Choose? Which one would you choose?
There's a 99% chance I spend most of my life sing-songing my way through the house as it is.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna go mow the lawn today. That might be real life as it stands. So I'm pretty sure I sing-song my entire life to or through the dog.
All right.
Pretty much every day.
So that's a natural choice for you.
Gonna go for walkies. Like, this is every day this happens. So,
amazing.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer, slam dunk for me.
You guys don't sing your thoughts?
I mean, I do sometimes.
All the time.
Gotta get those demons out,
That's true.
Exactly. Tim, what do you think your wife would say to that question?
She would. Well.
Podcast.
Depends what version. Do we have free margarita Lisa? Because then she's dancing anyway. Otherwise,
cruise ship
Lisa's
Lisa.
a much better singer than all of us combined. So I think she would sing song her way through life. So
she's got a good voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would choose a singing one too because I'm a terrible freaking dancer.
Nobody needs to see that.
Nobody needs to see that.
It depends on my mood.
That's true.
I definitely I sing more, but when I'm in a really good mood, I just randomly dance. And certainly the cat and the dog just look at me. It's like, what is this human being doing?
I feel like Mark would try to choose.
And why aren't you
both
feeding
somehow.
us?
Yeah,
I would. It's every now and again, I would want life to be just a musical, and everyone just breaks out into a song and dance number.
What's life without Whimsy? It's like one of the favorite. I love the movie Baby Driver. It's all set to music. And it's really interesting to watch a bank heist movie set to music. So
I love that fucking movie.
I gotta see that one. That was
awesome.
I have too many black holes in my movie watching.
That movie is awesome. All right, Pete, come on. Next question.
Next question.
I'm proud of you for getting season 3 of The Bear.
Spinning the wheel, and we have. What's your favorite way to waste time online? Like some kind of doom scrolling. Stupid stupid TikTok videos.
Scrolling. I hate all the fake content that's out there.
There's a lot of fake content.
I do get sucked into the stupid time wasting video games. Right now, I have one where you're just like a symbiote on a planet and you're eating astronauts to try to become a bigger symbiote, to eat more astronauts, and there's no point to it whatsoever, but it's kind of satisfying because the little crunching sound it makes when he eats the astronauts, I could just listen to it in the background while I'm watching TV.
Of symbiotes,
that is pretty awesome.
Have you guys started the new Alien show?
No,
you mean Alien Earth?
Oh, no.
It's so fucking good.
I have not.
It's so good. So it is apparently between the events of Alien and Aliens. They did a thing that all modern shows should do, and they yada yada'd over the origin story of like the aliens. People get face huggers, the aliens infect people, the aliens become big aliens, and they kill everybody on the spaceship, right? They just yada yada'd all over that whole thing. So
makes sense.
Yeah, they get on Earth. They just got on Earth, so I'm wondering what's going to happen.
Alien Earth's going to happen.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Go Stu.
Eggs and aliens everywhere. I definitely
no. Ever go from like game to game because you're just like, I just need 7 more red bow ties or something, and so you watch the ad and you see the ad, you're like, I can see myself wasting time playing that, and then you pick up the next stupid game. Like
I love this. I love this. Get bonuses by barely paying attention to an ad games. Yeah. Like that's the new model. Yeah. I like that a lot, actually.
I've been very careful to avoid that because I know I would get sucked in. Like for a little while when I first got smartphones, I remember Tiny Tower.
I like Tiny Tower.
Tiny Tower was awesome. You literally just built a building floor by floor and just turned it into like a skyscraper, but each floor was like a different shop, an office, or something, and you had to like manage
a
resources
real good organizational game.
That was fun.
I think I might have problems.
It was like SimCity, but like one giant building. So there was that. There was like a Final Fantasy game, but all those games, yes, they do.
I'm not watching the Red Sox Yankees.
They do limit your time, the way that all those phone games do. But I found myself like so hooked on it. Remember there was the one with like the Greek gods and they fought each other. But I tried so hard to get like at the top of the leaderboard in that one, and I remember like being so happy. I was so excited. I spent all this time and effort there. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm in the top 10 of the leaderboard. And then 1 second later, I got knocked down to like 120.
Can I just make fun of Mark for a second?
I think 74-year-old Rich Hill is batting.
Anyway,
I just want to. I want to make fun of Mark for a second. Oh, you haven't seen what happens? Oh, I'm gonna let you see what happens. Never mind. Is Roman Anthony up?
I'm behind.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean,
he struck out.
Anybody else?
I love my phone. I love the internet. I have a real problem, and so I doom scroll. I play games. I do all the things on the internet. I'm a consumer whore.
Still YouTube for me. Like even radio podcasts. Like I listen to WGR by watching the YouTube stream of it now because their app sucks.
And it's actually an interesting time to be a sports fan because like I don't have like Red Zone or MLB Network or anything like that, but because of the show, I'm so into sports news on the internet.
You're welcome.
You're well, yeah. So what happens is my Instagram and my TikTok feed me a lot of sports reels, and so like I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That happened. Oh, that's interesting. That happened.
Did you see the catch the center fielder at the Giants made with his legs?
I did see that. That was amazing.
Yeah. What?
He tried to catch the ball. It came out, but he essentially clenched. And he closed his legs, and he caught it between his legs.
Incredible.
He pretty much caught it with his
while he was rolling. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And I guess as long as it doesn't hit the ground.
As long as it doesn't hit the ground.
Amazing.
I will say as a plug for Schmedstone, even though they're not an official sponsor, the Schmedstone channel that you can get through Schmedfl Schmetwork, so you can watch all the games at the same time.
I was like, what is he? Oh,
the witching hour, they call it. Like at
I love the witching hour.
3:30. Where you have 8 games on at the same time.
Oh my God.
And when they're, when
the
it's all kind of getting like, hot and heavy, that's kind of cool to watch. Where like, it's like, great play.
That's incredible.
That's a good time. I mean, that's worth $10 a month just to get that for
It makes me want to buy a bigger TV so I could really see the Octobox.
That reminds me of like Back to the Future 2 and like Marty McFly is in the future and he's got the TV with like 9 channels on it at the same time.
Architecture, YouTube, MTV.
Yeah, exactly.
Samsung TV.
You are not wrong.
And the Weather Channel.
Most TVs, but Samsung TVs easily allow you to set as many streams as you'd like on as many different applications as you'd like.
So
YouTube TV is now doing that.
Yeah, you can do a quad view on YouTube TV.
Yep, but you can now. It used to just be like multiple sports, but now it's essentially 4 of anything that you want.
So we finally got back to the Future. Amazing. All right, next, final question. I'm going to skip this one because it's what are the 3 most used apps on your phone, and we probably just covered them. All right. Next question.
And that was last week.
Yeah.
I didn't get rid of that one.
Oh. What is a song lyric or quote that sticks with you, Tim? First dibs on this one.
Wait a second. I definitely got rid of that one.
I am a child that is raised by TV and movies. I would say most things that I say, Lisa will stop me and go, Simpsons? Because, it's typically I'm quoting something from the show. Because I clearly could not be this funny in real life. I'm just hearing things that I've heard.
Your humor has been ingrained into you from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. It instilled at a very, very, very young life. But I don't know. I come and go, or I will lock onto things for a very long time. But as far as like quotes go, I work in an industry that tends to lend itself to pretending it's important all the time, and I do like to remind the people that work for me. I'm like just remember, we're not saving babies. This is not important.
Saving rich babies.
Yeah, it's we're not saving babies. It's like take a deep breath. It's not the end of the world. Like things go wrong. So just remember that. Keep in the back of your brain. Life isn't that serious sometimes.
I like it.
Tim, can you do me a favor? Can you say one line from Ghostbusters 1 and see if Pete can finish it? Because I think he can.
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma.
Maybe it has to be the other way around.
Something. Damn it. Hold on. No. I know the line.
Does Pete have baby daddy brain?
We were destined to get kicked out of this job. It was something like that.
Pretty much.
It was close.
He's like, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yep. Call it
I
luck.
believe we were destined to get thrown out of that dump. For what purpose?
To go into business for ourselves. Okay. I remember enough of it. I couldn't think of what scene that was, but now I remember now.
I have covered this on the show already. I am a consumer whore, and I do definitely
You're never going to regret this, Ray.
The things.
Right. We could just do an entire podcast of just
I really like how
or Spaceballs.
How Matt Parker and Trey Stone they took Paramount's money and then they're using all of their money to ream the Trump administration and Donald Trump's small penis.
You are not wrong.
And I think that's pretty funny.
That is pretty awesome.
And I think we should end on that. Donald Trump's small penis.
They're consistently on brand.
Sure. So. I like it.
That was 10 minutes on the dot right when I said it.
Wow. I heard the timer.
Fate. Karma. It's
incredible.
Karma, you guys.
All right, guys. I'm just throwing up the power rankings to have something on the screen here, which I need to update now. But
Pete, you love your fucking power rankings, dude.
I mean, it's just,
nothing happened.
They take forever. Nothing happened. Nothing changed.
Wait, Pete, let me intro you. Ready?
The preseason is
And now we hand things off to Pete for his returning segment.
Bonus topic.
Ready, John? Ready?
I hope that works. And that's the longest we can play it before getting copyright strikes. We timed it out exactly. All right, but now for something that hopefully we won't get a copyright strike for.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah, so
it's actually exactly the same. We keep talking about it.
Okay. So guys, my topic today was going to be discussing the crazy holdout that's still happening with Dallas Cowboys star edge rusher Micah Parsons. But I think before we get into that, we need to kind of recap a little bit to show some of our thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys going into last season. So now I give to you guys.
Previously on If These Balls Could Talk.
Is CeeDee Lamb good?
Yes.
Very good at football.
What has he actually done? Dallas is terrible. Being a great receiver on a terrible team means absolutely dick. CeeDee Lamb is not good. Dallas is not good.
I mean, I might die on this hill, Tim. I think you're wrong. I think CeeDee Lamb is good. Dallas is
not good. He's not good. No matter how good he is, he doesn't make the Cowboys better. So then you have to.
I'd argue they'd be a 500 team without that.
I think
the goal is to make the first round in the playoffs and lose. Then he's doing a great job. So whether you're the Cowboys with him and losing in the first round, or the Cowboys without him and losing in the first round, why would you give that guy $30 million?
I will admit, Tim Feyes was right. The Cowboys are bad.
But he also had it out for CeeDee Lamb
for
too.
me first, John. All right.
No, Tim has it out for CeeDee Lamb too, which I do think CeeDee is a good receiver, but I do agree with him that the Cowboys are.
That's all the Cowboys have now.
I know.
From the failures of the New York Jets, Cincinnati Bengals, and Dallas Cowboys. Yup, Tim, you were right. And
yes, AFC this season,
Tim,
they don't have any hope at the wild card.
The Cowboys suck, Tim. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Yes, you were right on that one, Tim. Thank you. Speaking of teams that have way too much talent to be so
but
bad.
He's gonna be.
Tim, you were right.
Tim, you were right. So the 2024 Dallas Cowboys were kind of in free fall in 2024. Yes, Tim, I know you were right. During a sad season, finishing 7-10, we got to see Dak Prescott implode, a stadium design fail where the blinding sun caused drop passes for the home team receivers.
That was amazing. Do the Cowboys get to the playoffs though?
They could. I mean, they have CeeDee Lamb. They have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens now. I think
Lest we forget
40 points a game.
How many times we had to tell Tim on the show that he was right, that the Cowboys were just fucking tire fire, and CeeDee was not nearly enough to save them.
That was great.
All right, so that was now you're all caught up in the last season and a half of us having to eat our own words on that one. So guys,
I told this to Pete when he told me he was making this. The fact that was a running gag is literally one of the best things the show has ever done.
Tim contacted me like a month and a half ago. He's like, dude, we got to do a montage of all the times that happened. And since that idea, it happened another 2 or 3 times. So we had to find extra episodes.
I was like going through everyone, looking at the transcript, trying to find
we got all the timestamps. So we put it together.
So good.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed a trip down memory lane of how much we had to eat our own words about the
Mark
Cowboys.
has been wanting a best of montage for a while, so you literally just made his dreams.
There you go. So
we were trying to find a Curb Your Enthusiasm type of music. Something that kind of felt like a.
I listened to like 100 royalty-free songs that all sucked, and then that one I'm like, okay, that works.
You're like, this is fine. This is
like,
good.
all right, it's funky, it's fun. It works.
Yeah.
All right, and the timing was perfect. The song was like exactly the right length. So I got to give a shout out to that. Maybe we can write it on the YouTube thing to credit the composer there. Brilliant. Okay, so guys, Micah Parsons. What I wanted to do is do a scenario since he's Jerry Jones still doesn't understand what the hell he's doing. We are our team's GM for a day. Think realistically, because Parsons is probably the top 3 edge rusher in the entire league, right? What would you offer to get him to, like, for the Bills? It'd be like, hey, imagine him lining up like to help win a Super Bowl, or the Giants, like, your line's already ridiculous. How do you make it even more ridiculous? Or Mark on the Patriots is like, what a way to like launch yourself back into the playoffs with legitimate superstars than to get Micah Parsons. So what do you guys think?
I at least think for the Giants that I don't want the Giants to overplay their hand. And that's what Micah Parsons is. I think Micah Parsons fits much better on the Bills because Micah Parsons is a win now guy. You pay a lot, and you pay a lot. But you pay a lot and you win now. And the Giants aren't at win now right now. They have like maybe 2 or 3 more years to get all the pieces. And for the Giants, at least, to grab a guy like Micah Parsons, they have to give up a guy like Thibodeau, a guy like Lawrence. They have to give up a main piece and a first-round pick. Yeah. And that puts them behind, but right? And so
is it that far behind, though, to be that much? Do you think it's enough of an upgrade? Because, I mean, edge rusher is super important. Getting the quarterback super important.
Honestly, I'm really happy with the state of the Giants defense.
I was going to say the Giants are one of the few teams that are good enough on defense line where they probably could get away with 1 first-round pick and a player if that player is good enough.
Granted, this is just a pipe dream because I haven't seen the whole defense play together yet. But if I was a Giants GM, I probably wouldn't go for Parsons, honestly.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Yeah, you would have to trade a little bit too much, I think, to get Micah Parsons. At the very least, 100%. you have to trade 2 first-round picks. He is not worth trading for. Mm-hmm. Now, if he happens to become a free agent, then you know, balls to the wall right here. Like everyone's gonna want to sign him.
I mean, all the money. He's 25.
I mean, this is just reminds me too much about back in the day with Emmitt Smith, when Emmitt Smith held out and he didn't play the first 2 games for the Cowboys and they lost those 2 games, and then they just happened to re-sign Emmitt after that. And then they won the Super Bowl. Now, Tim, I'm not saying the
but
Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're not going to win the Super Bowl, but this is just Jerry Jones getting in his own way. It's not just him too. His daughter was on TV the other day saying how feel bad for us because we're trying to figure out what's the best way to pay our players. And oh my God, it's like such a pain in the ass. Like, fuck you. It's like, come on. Like there's clearly one answer. There's clearly one answer. Like nobody feels sorry for the Joneses.
No.
And they just need to pay him.
But Mark, that's not the question.
I mean, you're right. It's not the question, but it's a different question. I mean, I'm sorry. No, it's the price tag is way too high to trade for Micah Parsons. It's way too high.
What do you think, Tim?
I would do it, but the price for the Bills is different. Humble brag, it would probably cost us 3 firsts and probably Gregory Rousseau.
Because, you think that high? I mean, I was going to say 2 and Greg, but I had some other ideas. 3 firsts for the Bills
is like 3 first overall pick in the second rounds. Because what is our first round pick? Like 28 through 30.
The Bills are usually pretty good, so they're going to have low.
Yeah.
But we are also signed up with a lot of our contracts. Our core is locked up for like 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. You even get Parsons at that 3 years, 4 years, 120, 150 million. Make your run. Do you really need those 3 first round picks? Like, is our where are our holes that we need those? We have to have those 3 first round picks, those late first rounders. Like, what has it done for us so far? No, I would say go for it.
Other than
your
that,
window is right now. Go for it.
Yeah.
He is the type of dude. He's a Saquon Barkley move. He is a Von Miller going to the Rams type of move.
No, he's a win now.
I would do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can. The cap's not real. Go and do it.
Yep, I agree. Especially with the ESPN deal should actually. It's very possible next year the cap may go up by like the largest percentage it ever has. So I'm not too worried about the future.
Have you seen what the Eagles are doing? Have you guys read any articles about this? What the Eagles do with their cap? Almost all of their contracts are loaded to 2029, 2020, and 2030. You know why? It's the TV deal.
Mm-hmm.
They think cap's going to go like to $500 million. They're like negative 280 million or something like that in 2029.
Yeah, because they don't care. Right.
Why isn't everybody doing this? Like,
I don't know. I will say,
what about the salary cap game that the Saints used to play? They were always like $50 million over the cap.
Yeah, but they messed up though. At one point they screwed up and they weren't able to maintain it.
I'm not saying that that was smart of them to do that, but that's what they did, and they ended up finagling. A certain deal. But
I think the Bills have done a pretty good job with that. Not the best, but they've been pretty good.
Teams with high payrolls win championships.
Right. Well, I mean, that's been the Yankees' MO for 100 years.
That's every sports league. Money, every team that wins, there has been, and you can count them on a few hands, every once in a while, dog shit gets shined and things like Moneyball happen and like low market, small budget teams like the Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in baseball, but it doesn't happen a lot.
All right. So Tim, I'm going to
spend the money.
I want to brainstorm a little bit.
Winning the World Series.
Because I agree with you, dude.
They've lost 40 games, Mark.
They're not going to win the World Series.
Right.
I'm of the same mindset with Tim. Like, I'm 100% in the one before I die category. I have a 16-year bottle of Lagavulin that I'm waiting to open for when the Bills win the Super Bowl. So, and I'm getting thirsty.
That's the fucking thing. You guys have to pull the trigger.
Yep.
You're so close. So close.
Here's the question,
I can taste it for you. You're
Tim,
so close.
Is there a way to do this without giving up Rousseau?
No, you have to burn the ship.
You got to do something. You're gonna have to. It's gonna cost you something.
Well, I know you're talking at least 2 first round, right? At least 2 first round picks, possibly a 3-way trade with another team to move one of your first rounds up to make it more valuable to give then to Dallas. So you're talking a ton of collateral. I know they would be looking for a comparable edge rusher as well.
I just don't think Rousseau is that good. Like, he's fine. But he's
fine. He's no Micah Parsons.
He's not top 10.
I mean, right. If it was a direct player swap, there's no question Micah Parsons is superior.
I did drop him from my fantasy keepers. He was on my team before.
Yeah,
he's fantasy keepers.
He's not really.
He had a good stretch of like 4 games.
That's the problem.
Right,
he's not consistent.
Because we're out of time.
Yeah, no, I agree with Tim. I didn't think it was going to take 3 firsts with Rousseau. I'd try to figure out a way to either add in another player. Like if they need running back depth in Dallas, like I'm not married to Ray Davis. Does he help turn one of those 3 firsts into like a second?
I think you should be married to Ray Davis. Just FYI.
We don't have a lot of valuable players, frankly. We have a lot of just like people that are elevated because Josh Allen makes you,
that is a truth fact.
The other player that I was seeing if we can get out of would be
true number 1.
2 of them really would be Curtis Samuel, which I like Curtis Samuel. I don't think he's worth $7 million.
He's on the team still?
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the problem. And the other one is AJ Epinesa, who is a $7 million cap hit. And you talk about Rousseau not. Yeah, exactly. You talk about Rousseau not being worth mentioning. Epinesa is like a couple steps down from that. So why is he costing the Bills so much money?
Epinesa, but we bring him back like every year.
I know.
we need him every year.
He's fine. He's fine as rotational. And I'm sorry.
On, Billy Bean or
I will say Steph is a big fan of him, so I'm sorry. I was gonna sacrifice him to the football trading gods for my scenario, but I think Tim has maybe recalibrated me a bit. I think it might be more. They'd probably ask for more than that.
That's a lot.
You're talking like 3 firsts and a second somewhere, and Epinesa and Ray Davis probably. That was one of my thoughts if I wanted to keep Rousseau, but it's probably simpler to just say, bye Rousseau, we're upgrading you to Micah Parsons.
John, you want to know what my final thought is?
Like,
what?
My final thought is Jerry Jones is the dick.
We would
like to thank one of this week's bank sponsors, Alarm Moose.
Okay.
An alarm clock shaped like a moose that yells at you in Canadian. Alarm Moose.
Oh, time to get up, eh? Oh, you're going to miss your school bus, huh?
That's exactly the tagline, Tim.
Amazing.
All right, everyone, shall we kick off the shindig?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm dying. Canadian moose alarm clock. I want it so bad.
Yelling at you in Canadian.
I mean, which is the nicest yelling you've ever heard.
Oh, so you gotta get yourself out of bed, Yo.
I got a little lazy with the next topic songs. I reused some old ones, but these are all ones that you could potentially hear at a football game. So, ready?
Okay.
First topic in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gonna make you lose your mind. We just want to see you shake that.
Awesome.
All right, so for today's episode, we're gonna do a little bit something different. We're gonna start by ranking our top players by position. Each one of us will take a particular position and rank our top 10. So I'm gonna start with the top 10 quarterbacks. Have you all seen the list?
So the list is being open. The list is up in the live stream, and if you guys want to play along, well, just watch the live stream.
I'll read out. Yeah, I'll read out the list.
iftheseballscould.com/fantasy football primer. You can find the page in the little hamburger option thingy on our website.
I'm gonna read out the list. And keep in mind, this is definitely going to be debatable. I'm very curious to hear what everyone else says. And because this is a fantasy football show, I did rate it kind of from a fantasy football perspective. So here we go. Number 1, Lamar Jackson. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, believe it or not, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. Number 6, Jaden Daniels. Number 7, Matthew Stafford. 8, CJ Stroud. 9, Justin Herbert. And 10, Bo Nix. All right, debate.
Well, 1 and 2 are correct because they're obvious.
Yeah, those are the easy wins there in any
Those
order.
are the easy wins. I don't agree with Patrick as number 3.
I think he's gonna have a pretty good year.
He was number 11 last season. 11. And yes,
it does sound
Patrick
like
Mahomes is a great quarterback.
Their O-line though is supposedly shored up a little bit better this year.
But I mean,
which was the big reason that he had problems last year. He actually felt pressure for the first time in his career.
Who's going to catch the ball?
Rasheed Rice, whenever he's not in jail.
Rice. Yeah, Rasheed Rice. Apparently his hearing for whatever disciplinary action is not happening till the end of September.
Can I just point of order on you there? You put Patrick Mahomes ahead of Joe Burrow, and you said Xavier Worthy and Rasheed Rice, and you didn't say T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I don't understand you.
You're right. You're probably right in that. When I looking back at this now, maybe Burrow is a little bit above Mahomes.
100%. 1, 2, and 3 are
Mahomes,
easy.
Well,
Easy 1, 2, and 3.
I will say Mahomes does have more scrambling ability. I mean, Burrow is basically the closest thing to a statue back there as
Mahomes is just magic. I think
Superstar.
Mahomes is angry of the year that he had last year. I think
No, he's not.
I think he's gonna blow up. I really do.
No, I think you're wrong. 100%. What do you think,
I'm
Tim?
just surprised Jared Goff isn't on the list.
Fuck Jared Goff.
That's true, right?
And then
Do you really think
He's
the Lions are
number
going to have
4
that big of a
there.
Listen,
regression?
There are two quarterbacks that I refuse to put on my top 10 because I just think they're terrible quarterbacks, and I don't want them on my fantasy team. One of them is Jared Goff, and the other is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, but I mean,
When I think
the Lions
Jalen
have had
is
a ton of
way
offensive
too
success
high.
in the last couple of years. But do you think
Oh,
losing their
Jalen went too high.
coordinator?
He got 14 rushing touchdowns last year.
and he was 8 and you put in 5. I think Jalen and Joe are wrong. I don't know where Baker is because Baker got
I don't like Baker. I
He
don't
got
like
a
Baker.
shitload of fantasy
I'm a
touchdowns.
Mayfield fan.
This is my list. This is my list. God damn it!
I would argue.
I think having Stafford so hard is tough too, just because he's already having back problems. I don't.
Stafford
He
is
was
dead.
fake news.
Stafford's
That's
going to
true.
throw.
What was he, like,
Stafford's going to throw
20th
one
last
touchdown
year?
next year because he's not going to play.
No, I thought he was pretty high last year because he was healthy.
He was 19 last year.
Was he really?
I don't care
18.
about last year.
Yeah, 18
Okay.
last year.
Okay, every single NFL sketch writer is making fun of Matt Stafford's back because
they've
it's
got-
broken because he's old.
Not broken. I don't care if
It's
it's old
broken.
man.
They got
disease.
Devontae
He's
Adams
fine.
now.
They keep
doesn't
saying
matter.
They keep
It doesn't
saying
matter.
if the season started today, he would play.
He's not going to play. They're lying to you. He's not going to play.
I mentioned this in
Who's their
another.
backup?
I think in a text. I mean, you guys remember when Tony Romo's
Jimmy
back?
Garoppolo.
Yeah, when Tony Romo's back started acting up, right, perennially, that was like the end of his career. I don't think he played more than 2 years after he started having back issues. Like that was it. And Stafford's at that age, so yeah, I'd still put Stafford on the list because there's the potential for him to have a big year with just the talent around him, the system, the offense, the coaching. And
Cortisone shot
Stafford's
his back.
arm
He's
is
fine.
who needs a back when you've got that kind of arm?
Puka was hurt last year too, so
That's true.
Stafford, by the way, and I think Matt said this, or Tim said this, number 19. I mean, bro. And he's hurt. He wasn't hurt last year.
Listen, I believe in what I believe.
I'm mostly okay with this list.
I think
would.
of all the lists, I didn't like your list the most, Mark, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually my list of top 10 quarterbacks I would like on my team, and then I realized, oh wait, we're doing a fantasy show, and it was too late to change.
Oh yeah. All right, Tim. Would you be up for putting Baker Mayfield up there somewhere on the top? 10?
Yes, Baker had a huge year. Baker's gonna have a
So
huge
he
year.
was number 5 last year. I
Yeah.
just don't know how you leave him out. I mean, they
like
they
Baker.
only improved
He's a fake
their talent.
quarterback.
They got
He's a
that.
fake quarterback.
Yeah, but they
No,
get
Jeff-
production,
This is
dude.
stuff for putting up stats.
I have been
Mark.
saying
yeah,
all
they get a
year
lot of
how we were
production.
wrong. We were wrong about the Cowboys, Jeff, and we were wrong about Baker Mayfield. Honestly.
Hey, I've always liked Baker Mayfield, so leave me out of this.
Well, Mark and I were wrong. We were wrong. He's a great quarterback. He just
is not
needed
a great
receivers.
quarterback.
He just needed receivers
they
and
not
a
a
Not a great
system.
quarterback. I'm sorry. We could throw 40 touchdowns to Godwin,
Mike Evans.
and now they got this new kid too. It's like,
Right.
come on.
They're gonna. I mean, but that's.
Hey, you know what though? Guess what that produces?
No, this is my biased list.
That that produces fantasy points. Damn it! And that's what this is about.
That's right.
I think to Mark's point, there's always turnover every year. He has 3 quarterbacks not in the top 10 that finished in the top 10 last year.
Mm-hmm.
The turnover is relevant. I don't know that I would have. I mean, Darnold, I would agree with. I don't think he does it again.
No,
No,
that's
no,
not going to
for
happen
sure.
again. He's
I
not
think
even.
Goff and Baker, bearing injury, I think are fine. I think they're both going to be in the top 10.
Do you think Stroud is
I
going to
think
bounce
Kirk-
back into a top 10 type of quarterback for fantasy?
Well, Nico is a boss.
That's the one I'm a
but
question
he-
mark on.
He loves Tank, but
Tank's
Nico is a
gone.
boss.
Tank's
That's
shot.
what I'm
They got
saying.
the rookie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they. Let's see what.
Yeah, Nico and they got the rookie.
Christian Kirk might be a sleeper too. He's going to be, I think, primarily the slot.
He's a solid big slot option. Yes.
Yeah.
At least I think
Well,
he's a
right,
big slot.
that's-
Is he a big
That's
dude?
what
I
they
forget.
went. That's what they went and did. They went and got Christian Kirk to fix that problem.
I mean, that's
And I
a
think-
dependable
I think
answer
Christian-
at receiver.
I think Christian Kirk fixes that problem. He needed more than Nico. It is very easy to double team a person in an NFL's defensive scheme.
And Kirk,
Right.
Kirk gets sneaky good numbers in fantasy. He's been on my dynasty team for years. He's always been a high floor. He'll always get you like 8 to 10 points. Almost.
We need Nico Collins to get a lot of touchdowns. I want to win another.
Oh no,
fantasy
you
championship.
need Nico Collins to get a lot of
All right,
touchdowns.
one more question on Marks before we move on. Bo Nix, do you think he makes that jump in his second year?
all day. I think he's
do.
great. I agree with that.
He was
I think
number
he's
9
great.
last year, Pete.
Okay.
Yeah, rookie season number 9.
Yeah, so I guess there's no question in
Great.
fantasy that he
Again.
deserves to be on the list. But
Again, great system, great coach.
It was
good
debatable,
receivers.
actually. I almost flip-flopped him and Herbert because
Well,
I'm a big believer in Bo Nix with Sean Payton.
I felt like
yeah,
Denver and the
yeah.
Chargers were on a very similar trajectory, or at least a similar power ranking level for a lot of last year. So it'd be interesting to see where those two teams go now.
Don't the Chargers have a lot of injuries already?
Probably.
They do, especially on the offensive line. That's why it's a little iffy.
Justin Herbert's not getting any younger.
They're thinking of moving Joe Alt to left tackle.
Big Joe Alt.
That's never a good idea.
Unless, I mean,
Don't make
That never goes well.
but Joe Alt
Don't
is
make
so
Big
good.
Joe
He
Alt
might.
run.
He's big enough that he could be like the whole entire left side of the offense.
I was gonna say Joe Alt's so good.
Let's
It
be
might.
real.
He might brute force that
The
and just
man
make
is
it work.
6'7".
All right.
Let's finish it up.
With like a
Oh, yeah.
9-foot wingspan.
Yeah, Joe Alt's
Let's
incredible.
finish it on Joe Alt's real big. I like that.
Real big Joe Alt. All right. All right. Next.
That man is a beast. That man is a.
So are we done? We're done with this. Oh yeah. So this
All
is
right,
a
and
topic
now
now.
Pete-
So
And now Pete will. Oh yeah, let's. We
Are you
sing us,
singing?
sing us a song, Mark.
All
Motherfucker.
right, Pete, this is for you. Ready?
Okay.
Sleep with one eye open. Here's the next topic. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And now Pete
fine.
will unveil his top running backs.
Yeah, I love these graphics. By the way, these are hilarious.
Thanks, AI.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the top 10 list, and then I will scroll down to reveal the honorable mentions, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be like, hey, what about this guy and this guy and this guy? Well, I was trying to do a little bit of shuffle too, and I made my list with a slight, I wouldn't say bias, but I wanted to recognize the Dynasty Fantasy League crowd with this and be a little rookie heavy, and you'll especially see that in the honorable mentions.
It has too many rookies.
Not this year is the year of the running back, man. There were like 30 running backs, I swear, that had first round grades. At least that's what it felt like before the draft. So Saquon Barkley is an obvious choice, I think. I mean, the dude reverse hurdled a dude and like butt on over a 6-foot man.
What do we think about the curse? What are we thinking about the Madden curse?
I mean, the curse I don't think is a thing anymore.
It's not
but
as strong as it used to be.
Ask that question to Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, Josh Allen was on the cover and he did fine. I mean, yeah, okay,
So
never mind.
far.
He did break his elbow, but he was still fine. That's because Josh Allen was like, well, whatever, I don't care.
I mean, I don't think Saquon's going to quite have the year that he had last year, but he's probably going to have a pretty good year still.
I mean, the continuity on that line is there. He could have rushed for 2,100 plus yards last year if they let him
may
play.
have lost their starting left guard.
That is a little rough. Saquon's dealt with worse. He played for the Giants. Sorry, John.
It's okay.
Oh!
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
So here's one
Eat
where
shit, Giants.
I had to respect the. I was looking at a lot of like ADP lists, and Bijan Robinson is high up there. I know Atlanta is Atlanta, but he's got so much speed and talent. This is where John is probably going to fight me on to put Bijan this high. But
It's really high.
a lot of people are drafting him one
He finished
overall
number
in
3
their
last
leagues.
year.
Okay,
in
and
my draft.
I'm just going to say it again. Bad teams don't produce good fantasy players, and until Atlanta's
Except
good,
for
they're
running
bad.
backs. I feel like running backs are an
No,
outlier.
until
in
they're
that
good, they're
because-
bad.
Yeah, but they rely on the running back, and that's all. That's the only production they get.
Hey, wait for it. Football, you need touchdowns to score fantasy points.
Here's the thing, though. I think Atlanta's offense is still pretty good. It's probably not like the top 5, but it might be top 10 this year.
If it's serviceable and
We'll see
most of
what
their
happened with
scoring
Penix.
comes from Bijan Robinson, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see what happened with Penix, and
Yep.
I mean,
I think that's what a lot of people are
with a
banking
rookie
on.
quarterback. Yeah, with a
Can you
rookie
guys-
quarterback,
can you guys
tend to
just-
give it to the running back a lot?
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson's sophomore year, do you guys want to take a stab at what rank Atlanta was for points per game last season?
What does that matter? We're
John,
not
he was
talking
the
about
third-
the past. We're talking about this year.
He was the third highest scoring running back in the league last year.
Okay, and Atlanta was the 14th scoring team in the league. So what does that mean?
What were
this
the
fantasy?
Giants?
And Baltimore was. I'm not fucking talking about the Giants. The Giants are a shitty team. But I'm talking about, and specifically because we're talking about the list, I'm talking about the Ravens number 3 scoring team, Derrick Henry, definitely the number 2 running back in the league that Pete has 4th. I think it's incorrect.
My reasoning for this...
I don't care about his... honestly, he's like 100... He's 100 million feet tall. He's 100 million pounds. I don't think he's going to have a bad year.
Well, we'll get to him. He's on the wrong side of 30, and he has been for a while. So
we're all on the wrong side of 30.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
John,
actually, he was on the wrong side of 30 last year.
If we were,
if
I was basing this list off of exactly what happened last year, yeah, he would be number 2. But
no, and I'm going to ask you guys a
future.
question. When I told you guys that I was going to win a fantasy football trophy with Derrick Henry last year, what did you say to me on the show?
Do I need to do a montage of that too?
I was just wondering because I think you said that he's too old to be a good running back.
One of these years, the wheels are going to fall off.
Yeah, he defied logic.
So all I'm saying is
the fact that he lasted the whole year and that they used him as much as they did.
Mm-hmm.
It's baffling. It's baffling.
Hey, guess what? Because he's Derrick Henry, he's still number 4. If he was any other human being, he would have either been off the list or towards the bottom. I still think he
deserves 2.
Okay. Let's talk about Ashton Genty, and this is why I'm hot on this dude. The talent is amazing. He's on a situation with a team where it's a plucky Pete Carroll who's coming back with, I love that guy's energy for being like, 75 years old or however old he is. It's the Raiders. I feel like
Gino do it again.
Yeah, Gino produces fantasy scoring points sometimes, or at least he has in the past. I don't know if he can still do it now. We'll see.
That's Gino, though.
I know, but I like the pairing of Gino with Pete Carroll.
Quarterback last year, I think, maybe top 9, top 10. Like Gino had a pretty good year. I think
it was decent, and he was a top 5 QB his first year with Seattle. He was really high scoring that year, and that was with Pete Carroll. So I like that combination.
But we're talking about running backs, Pete.
Well, I'm getting there. Genty is arguably, at least on paper and per college
Kenneth
production,
Walker had a terrible year last year.
Potential generational player. And guess what? He's not 32 years old.
31. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, close enough. So that's why I have Genty high. And
we're all a decade older.
Any position
why are we saying that 32 is old?
Any position where a rookie can flourish and shine and be the star of an offense in their first year, it's running back. So there you go. All right. Let's move on.
They still have to score touchdowns.
Yep. Jahmyr Gibbs I have up high because A, he was really good last year, and B, David Montgomery is getting a little bit long in the tooth as well, and I just feel like they're going to
getting long in the tooth.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they're going to lean more
I love how your running back theories are so close to Joe Shoheen right now.
Are they?
Oh, he went there.
Hey, I respected Saquon Barkley unlike Joe Shoheen.
Exactly. Joe Shoheen did
not.
So
that's where I differ. I have Saquon number 1.
Yeah, but you're like, he's too old.
Saquon was like 27 when they did that.
That's what they said. They said he's too old. Quoted stats. I don't know.
Didn't have the 1,500 touch rule that we were talking about last week. So Gibbs I have there. James Cook I have there because he just got paid. Buffalo is a run-heavy team now, guys.
He did get paid.
He got paid.
You don't use him.
Timmy had 16 rushing touchdowns
last year.
And 4 of them were from 40 yards or further.
Tim, this is from a fantasy perspective.
Yes, fantasy perspective.
I know, but I don't know that he gets enough usage from a fantasy perspective to make your top 10 or to move into the move 6 because he's only getting 48% of the runs and he's on the field not every play. I don't know. He doesn't get the production that a Gibbs or a Henry or a Saquon or a Bijan.
He was number 7.
That's why I have him.
6.
That's why I have him underneath all those guys, though, Tim, because his efficiency is
10 last year or RB9 last year.
Okay,
I'm looking at. I don't know.
I did have a hard time putting him
to 9 or 10 and 6.
Yeah,
is all.
It may be the homer in me that put him up at 6, but I originally had him at 8.
No, I mean he's 7 last year. I think 6 is perfect.
I had him below A-Chain, and then I was like, yeah, but I don't think Miami's going to be overall as good in production, which may not give A-Chain the downhill running. I feel like the Bills with Josh are going to get out ahead of a lot of bad teams and just run out the each clock and game. And Cook, yes, I know he's not a third down back. They have Ty Johnson for that, but his yards after contact or yards beyond expected, I think what it is per play and analytics is the highest in the league. Okay, no, tied with Derrick Henry is the highest in the league. And his his touchdowns of over 40 yards in a season last year His percentage of efficiency of that, I guess, was the highest since like 2005 or something like that. He's a home run hitter. And I feel like, I don't think he's going to get 16 touchdowns this year, but I mean,
I don't think you're definitely going to get regression. You just don't. You can't that was the only reason he had those many touchdowns is Josh was like, I'm not going to run in as many. Like those touchdowns could easily go somewhere else. It's not like James Cook all of a sudden.
How many rushing touchdowns did Josh get?
But it's not like James Cook's touchdowns were at the goal line. They're like, here you go, James. Like they were like from 20 yards out.
They were in the red zone for the most part, though.
Yeah, like the 20-yard line.
Yeah, but Josh got a lot of those still. Like Josh had 15 touchdowns the previous year. Rushing or something ridiculous, and he cut that in half.
He had a lot.
Yeah, he had a lot in 23, and he did cut it way down in 24, and a lot of those went to Cook, but it wasn't like the 1 yard, punch-ins. That's not what Cook does. Cook breaks open a play and gets a lot of yards and a touchdown.
So, an interesting stat from last year's stats, of all the top 10 running backs, Cook is towards the bottom of total yards. And I mean, the difference as total yards, and this is the thing we were speaking to before, of the amount of use and carries. Saquon has 2,000 yards. Obviously, we knew that. Derrick Henry had 1,900 yards. And number 3, Jahmyr Gibbs, had 1,400 yards. And everybody else is under 1,400. And so there's a big gap as to, the teams that are one running back and the teams, and really the modern NFL. The modern NFL is a two running back situation.
I workhorse running back workhorse.
I think Josh Allen counts as a Buffalo running back, right?
Of course he does, yeah.
In some respects.
I mean, he was their leading rusher for 2 years in a row. But
so
that's why I had Cook.
We gotta move on. We only have 5 minutes.
All right, let's keep going. Okay. So A-Chain I have there. He's got too much speed.
I hate A-Chain in the top 10.
You hate it?
You know why?
He's too fast to ignore.
He gets hurt. He's too injury prone.
He does.
And I would 100%, and I see him in your honorable mention, but I think Josh Jacobs not in the top 10 is a miss.
I think he may have some regression there, and that's why I put him there.
I agree. I don't think Josh Jacobs is going to have a good year this year.
I feel like he was borderline not having a great year.
There's a reason.
There's signs that he's in decline.
Josh Jacobs was a fifth running back in all stats last year.
It's not in decline. It's the fact that running backs do get older and they tend to lose a lot after a lot of touches. We had talked about this last week.
The 1,500 touch rule, and I feel like
Josh
Jacobs
has got a lot of touches, not only in Green Bay,
but
when he was on the Raiders too.
All right, so I will reveal the bottom of the list and the honorable mentions on our podcast stream here. I had to chop off the head of your cool AI running back. Sorry.
I love him.
What do you guys think of Amari Hampton on the Chargers? Do you feel like he has a chance to even break out enough to warrant a top 10?
I think Harris steals a lot of touches in the beginning.
Agreed.
He had his eye injury or face injury.
He's hurt right now.
He's back.
Pete and I talked about that today. How well
we had the wrong guy.
How Amari Hampton would react to another a RB1 essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I think Harbaugh loves Omari Hampton, and he's gonna be a pretty good pickup this year.
I will say though, if you don't agree with it for redraft, what do you guys think of him from a dynasty perspective? Because
totally pick him up dynasty. Totally,
because Najee is not going to last that long on the Chargers.
I mean, listen
at this point.
Listen,
he's going to be a star RB1 at some
Genti, point. Amari Hampton, and Trayvon Henderson are the top 3 picks in every dynasty draft in the country.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's why I almost
don't tell Jason Pierre-Paul you can't come back from a firework injury. Najee this year.
You didn't need all those fingers. All right, so
you're going to get a healthy dose of Najee in the beginning, I think.
I gave Chase Brown the nod in Cincinnati just because I just feel like they're going to score a gajillion points and just produce, and
yeah, I'm with you.
They're going to have light boxes all season. It's not because they're going to be ahead because their defense is going to keep letting them down because that's what happens. But they're still going to have Chase Brown's going to have like 6 players in the box, so he's going to have open space to run, and he's good. I think he's going to do just fine in Cincy. So that's why I have him up there.
Number 12 last year. So
yeah,
that's
I can see that bouncing up a little bit. Taylor, I don't know. I put him on the top 10 just out of respect for what he's done. I don't know if he's...
John, what do you think about Jonathan Taylor?
I don't know what to do with him. What do you guys think?
The Colts are very bad at football.
I know. Yeah, but that means they're probably going to run Taylor into the ground this year. That's why I kept him in the top 10.
No.
He's probably going to
Daniel Jones couldn't make Saquon Barkley a good running back. Let's just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Well, he also had an awful offensive line. At least
And an awful quarterback. He's awful at football. Have you seen him play in preseason?
The Colts at least have a decent offensive line.
Doesn't matter.
So it could happen.
All right. So real quick, last one before.
I don't know what it is.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim.
I just think Daniel Jones looks like Bruce Campbell's brother who got kicked in the head by like a donkey. He just looks confused.
Yeah,
all the time. Every picture of him is just like
he doesn't just look confused.
I think he just is confused. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Tim,
I'm so happy with our
the look
crazy
of like
quarterback room.
12 of the quarterbacks in the Bills draft or in the Bills drought years right there with that same look.
Oh yeah.
The Giants' crazy quarterback room is the happiest I've been with the New York Giants, and they haven't even done anything yet because
we're talking about running backs, and John still finds a way to talk about the Giants.
Still trying to weave it into the Giants preseason with Jaxon Dart. Okay, guys, I have one more player to talk about because this is the controversy one. Off the top 10 because of just injury concerns. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
I agree.
I don't think the Niners are going to be that good.
I don't know either, but who else are they going to throw to?
That's the right answer. Ricky Pearsall, baby.
Ricky Pearsall.
Other than Pearsall.
Jennings and
I like
Pearsall.
Okay, I like Pearsall and Kittle, but you need more than just that. And I feel like McCaffrey,
we'll
if
hear
he's
about
healthy,
it later. I dropped Kittle on the list. Kittle, the top tight end in football last year. I dropped him way down. I mean, he's in the top 10 because he's George Kittle, but like, so guys, in a world where Christian McCaffrey stays healthy the entire season, somehow he's going to get a shit ton of catches on San Francisco. And Achilles tendons.
17 games, he's going to have 1,100 catches for 16 billion yards, but that's not as bad. Really.
But the reality of the situation is that usually when RBs are that broken, I don't care how good they look in training camp. I don't think he's going to hold up for the season, and that's why I have him off the list.
I'm with you.
I have a question.
They never cover from ACLs.
What's up?
Yeah, I have a question. Who's not on your list? Why isn't Breece Allen on this list?
I don't know.
Because you forgot about him?
I did. Exactly. That's why. I totally did. Because it's the Jets.
Breece Allen. I mean, they're probably gonna be a little bit more run heavy. Now there's probably gonna I wouldn't be surprised if they do the whole Sonic and Knuckles kind of deal because they have Breece Allen and they got Braylon Edwards. Is that what his name is?
Yeah, but it's the Jets. Next topic.
Barry Wilson.
Breece Hall, excuse me.
Breece Hall, yeah. I knew he meant, but still, it's the Jets. Next topic.
It's Braylon Adams. Breece Hall. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Somehow that combination of names will go there. All right.
That's all right. All right.
We're done.
Do the thing with the stuff and the people.
So far behind. All right. Well, it's time for next topic, and we're ready to fight. Rising up to the challenge of my partner.
I thought you were going to keep going. Nice.
All right, we're going to move on to Tim, who ranked the top wide receivers.
Here we go.
So before I get into the list, I wanted to throw a couple facts at you, especially John, considering he said I can go F myself because of you do not have to be on a good team to be a good wide receiver. Fact.
No.
Last year, in the top 10 wide receivers, bad team, Malik Neighbors. Bad team.
Yeah, John, you should know that.
Bad team, Brian Thomas Jr. Like, you can definitely be on a bad team and be a good wide receiver. 100%.
Well, you get all the things. And by the way, Tim, I agree with you.
For an alpha wide receiver, they still get their numbers.
Because you don't have to score touchdowns to be a good fantasy wide receiver.
Right, especially in PPR.
Interesting things about wide receivers that we see. Last year, you had 2 rookies and 2 second-year players make the top 10. So very quickly do they ascend to the top. And 5 wide receivers projected in the top 10 before 2024 landed outside of the top 10.
Ooh.
So a lot of turnover from preseason to postseason. So I tried to take all these things into account when I made my list.
Who were those 5, just by the way? Did you have them down?
Let's see. So year over year, so it was Brandon Ayuk was projected in the top 10. Deebo Samuel, Puka.
Maybe.
Okay, if he didn't get hurt, he got hurt.
Yeah. Tariq Hill.
Yeah.
And
He got mentally hurt.
And physically hurt. He was both.
There's one more. I can't remember. What. Yeah. So it was like you don't need to be, there's a lot of stuff all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was trying to think of this list, I told myself like who might fall out of it because like there's projections and then like where are you going to end up? So that's kind of how I got to where we are. I don't think anyone argues the top 3 in this list.
No, I would say top 6. I would say top 6. You're probably right on.
So, and then I chucked a rookie in there because we had 3 of them last year.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was this is not the same type of rookie class as last year.
So why McMillan over the others? That was going to be my question.
Because there are no other weapons.
Like Scary Terry, who still theoretically doesn't have a job, but I mean, he probably will.
He'll get signed.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like Golden in Green Bay, too much competition.
Yeah.
Burden, I don't know.
And I mean, he's competing against DJ Moore and Roma Dunze. So that's a lot of Dunze. I want to see take off. Like I hope he's top 10. I'm not expecting it, but I really want him to be.
Pete, I'm gonna ruin your day again. I think the Bears are bad until they're good because they haven't been good yet.
Yeah,
even with all that talent.
Though. I think they're going to be a good fantasy team.
Have you seen Caleb in preseason? Because he looks confused.
No,
he looks confused.
John did not look confused in that game.
Did you watch him torch the Bills in that game?
No, I didn't. I didn't. That was last week.
John, every pass was 20 yards down the field.
Oh, no.
Easily.
Good.
Right over the head. Right over the head of.
He had 97 on the opening drive. He had 91 passing yards.
The Brian Johnson effect.
It was the.
He looks great against
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
It was like 9 out of 11 second teamers.
And Cole Bishop, who was supposed to be the starting safety.
But other than that,
very basic defense. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
but he did not look
back to the wide receivers.
Okay,
so I left Brian Thomas Jr. in there only even with
I like it. No, I like him in the top.
Travis Hunter showing up. So
I agree.
But I thought about this for a while just because I think Travis Hunter is going to steal a lot of touches, but I just don't know how. I can see that kid running out of gas by week 9. It's a different game.
I kind of do too.
Well, if he's going to play both sides of the football, right? How long is that going to last?
I would never play him both sides.
Even if he does, he's only playing at most 70% of the snaps on both sides.
So he'll probably be like a nickel or dime package CB, but still, I mean, that's a lot of.
Honestly, Tim, I really like your list, except
I do too.
The lack of inclusion of Terry McLaurin, which I don't understand at all.
The only reason I didn't include him in the top 10, with Puka, I think we talked about earlier. I think Stafford's shot. So
Stafford is shot, and I don't disagree with that at all.
Catch a lot of passes though.
From who?
Even from Jimmy G. Even from
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G might be handsome as fuck, but he's not a good quarterback.
You're handsome as fuck.
No.
Thanks, man.
But that doesn't make John a good quarterback either. So
you don't know that. You've never seen him throw a football.
But Jaden loves Scary Terry. Jaden is probably the best rookie quarterback from last year. So
I have
theoretically he doesn't play week 1 because he doesn't have a job yet. But he will. So how do you not include Terry McLaurin?
I didn't include Terry McLaurin because I just don't know where he's going to be. Assuming he's going to be with the Commanders, he's going to probably safe. But I think they have more weapons this year. I think they have a lot of problems. Like Brian Robinson doesn't want to play for the team anymore. There's internal strife.
Oh, they are actively trying to trade him. Yes.
And Xavier Worthy's number 32
there right now.
I don't like Xavier Worthy at 10. I think he's going to be a really good wide receiver, but I think Rashee Rice should probably be higher.
I think we're missing Xavier Worthy's slot. I think we're missing Cortland Sutton. I think we're missing Ladd McConkey.
That was the name I was going to bring up. McConkey was the one I was going to ask you about.
16. I thought about Marvin Harrison Jr. a little bit at 10, but
right.
I don't know. I just don't see the Chiefs being a down offense for 3 years in a row. I don't know.
I don't either.
I think someone else takes over.
If they fix their offensive line situation, then they should rebound a little bit, yeah. But is Worthy the guy to get that fantasy volume, though?
Yeah, the only one I really consider was Garrett Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I just don't know. Justin Fields, he was okay.
That's the problem.
Last year,
I still want Wilson to be on another team.
If
Wilson was on any other team with not the Jets and like competent quarterback, I feel like he'd be a top 5 receiver in the league every
last year with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, but that was like
he was 9.
Really?
Yeah.
He wasn't bad, and that was on like a terrible offense.
There was a stretch that Aaron Rodgers didn't like Garrett Wilson, so
that too.
What do you guys think about Drake London and the Falcons? I thought on him for a while. Just rookie quarterback, but
Michael Penix Jr. is potentially a sleeper fantasy pick.
I know.
I wouldn't necessarily want him on my team, but he's potentially.
John has expressed concern, and I think it's justified about Atlanta as a whole. Like I feel like they're a big
face is just expressing concern as we speak right now.
It is. So. You could see it if you guys watch the live stream. You'd see the concern.
And Pete and I talked about this today. Bijan Robinson in his sophomore season last season. Bijan Robinson in his rookie season was a complete travesty, but in his sophomore season,
you got to stop lamenting on his sophomore season because what year is this?
3.
Is this his third? This
is
his
the
third
year of our Lord 2025.
He was great last year.
Oh, his third year.
He was very good, but they still were a average offense with great skill players, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, and they didn't win a championship or get in the playoffs. I mean, it's insane. It's insane to me.
Don't forget, Kirk Cousins did play like the first half of that season.
Football.
Yes. Team. Okay, so my friend John Madden
Didn't
says
someone
teams
say he was a third running back last year?
Teams that score a lot of points win football games. Football.
But if they give up a lot of points, then they don't.
Do they win?
Anyway.
Hence the Bengals last year.
We're overtime.
I like the list except for
I like your list
except
Tim,
for the worthy pick.
Tim, of all the lists besides the worthy pick, I like your list the most.
But I mean, TBT did a lot of it for me, so
that's all right. It's a good list. I mean, I looked at ADP for mine and moved some stuff around, so it's
me in charge of your corporate team. I'll outsource my problems.
It's all good.
We fell in love with the next topic. We fell in love with the next topic. And finally, we have John, who has his top tight ends.
I do have a tight end.
Everybody loves a good tight end.
It's the greatest.
You guys are gross. You know what you're doing.
I got to tell you guys, I think that tight end, because there are so few really like draftable tight ends, I think the position itself is very easy to rank. And so we're going to go down it. Brock Bowers, number 1, clearly in almost every ADP I read, almost every list I met, Brock Bowers is the number 1 tight end, draftable tight end.
He's going to have a lot of receptions this year.
TE1 very clearly. There is some questions about George Kittle, but I am on the team, or I am on the side of the Niners are going to be kind of bad. So George Kittle was the number 1 tight end last year.
Brock Purdy's got to throw to someone.
I dropped him to number 4 and rose. I think Trey McBride is going to have another great year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Sam Laporta, because
the touchdowns this year.
I forget about Trey Bride a lot though, or Trey McBride a lot.
Everybody forgets about Trey McBride, but Trey McBride
he had a great year last year.
Incredible year.
Had it not been for Brock Bowers, everyone would have been talking about Trey McBride.
So we
does he get the touchdowns though?
We were rightly critical of Puka Nacua, right, with his potential bounce back reduction, but not in Tim's top 10. I know. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong team. Freaking A. It's Detroit. But you know what? Still though, with Laporta, he had a down year last year. Detroit's losing their offensive coordinator. Is that going to affect him? Like, do you think he's going to bounce back to be the 3rd best tight end overall?
I think that that Sam Laporta is really good at football, and I think that Detroit is going to score a shitload because they're really good at football with Amon-Ra St. Brown, with
Sam Laporta.
Sonic and Knuckles, with Sam Laporta. I mean, I think they're going to score a lot. Right. And this is the horse I'm dying on in this episode. I think that teams that score points have good fantasy players.
Yeah, I mean, Laporta has the talent to do it. We've seen it in his rookie year. So I could see him at least bouncing back a little bit from last year. What was his rank last year? Does anybody know?
Sam Laporta, because I am following along, was number 6 last year.
Okay, so he was still decent even on a quote unquote down year. So okay.
The only top 10 2024 running tight end that I left off, well, actually I left 2 off, was Jonnu Smith and Zach Ertz. And Tucker Kraft, actually, which is actually interesting.
Freiermuth.
That's because
Freiermuth,
Freiermuth. I fucking drafted Pat Freiermuth last year. I hate that guy.
It's like the
He scored a
highest
lot of
floor,
points, but-
lowest ceiling tight end ever.
Oh my god, it just hurts my
It's
soul.
so weird because Freiermuth, I ran into him the other day, and he was just saying how you guys are best friends. You help paint his shed or something. I understand why you bad.
Yeah, every time I go to Pittsburgh.
You should have
he
seen
loves
what.
you.
Yeah,
So
they had an argument while painting the shed.
I threw TJ Hawkinson up higher, and Hawk had a hurt year last year. I still think that TJ Hawkinson is a very good tight end. I think that
It's
he
the
will have
Hawk,
a good
man.
year this. Yeah, I think
I've
he'll have a
always
really
liked
good
him.
year. Mark Andrews falls into the I like teams that score points, and he's on one of the best.
Some people
offensive
think that
teams in
likely is
football.
going to overtake him. This year.
Yeah, and Andrews, Andrews is he
11
like?
TDs last year.
Is he on a season-long bender though from dropping
That
the
was
most
after
important
that was
pass in his
after like
life
not
in the,
having that was after not
divisional
having
game?
a touchdown for like the first 6 games too or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, he went on a tear.
Yeah,
He did.
did.
After I gave him to Tim.
That's right.
Because he hurt
Didn't
my
help me.
soul.
Finished 6th place again.
Tim slipped him an extra 20.
I-
He's like, "Yo, time to turn it on."
I will put Travis Kelce in top 10 lists until I guess he dies, because his name is Travis Kelce, and I grabbed him to win a Super Bowl last year in Dynasty, and he won me a Super Bowl. So
what stake do you guys put in Travis Kelce admitting that the last 2 years he's been way too focused on his like media and movie and acting and just fun career instead of football, and that now he's back, he's focused, he's gonna turn it back around?
Being honest,
Do you think it's gonna happen or no?
I don't know. I think it's fine.
I mean,
I think
he lost.
until the
weight.
Chiefs are bad, they're good, right?
Yeah.
Travis Kelce lost weight. Had he put on muscle, I think that'd be a thing. But considering he lost weight and he's probably thinking about Hollywood, I mean, he was in Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was that weight
To
that
be
he
a
needed
tight
to
end-
lose? Like, did he look like Pat Mahomes off season?
I think
Because
you have to have a good amount of weight because you're blocking every now and again too.
Sure.
So
But he's the king tight end. He runs the school.
I guess
He runs the academy, tight end academy, the funnest party in the NFL.
I personally would wish that he just falls off. Just go have a fun movie career, be done with the NFL. I know I don't want to see you again, but.
And so my number 11, because I was going to do 15, was Jonnu Smith. If I had to take Travis Kelce out, I would put Jonnu Smith in.
because you love Aaron Rodgers.
Because I love Aaron Rodgers, I guess. I don't know. That's the reason.
What about
he was number 11.
Well, that
was
needs a
Tyler Warren?
montage.
Where's
Speaking
Tyler
of
Warren on your
montages.
list?
Well, Tyler Warren is in the top 15, not in the top 10 because Colston Loveland is, because I think that the Bears are going to score more than whatever fucking team he's on. No, Indy, because Indy's going to be bad. Indy's going to be bad.
So, John, I have one more player that I'm shocked is not in the top 10 because he's overdue for
Shocked?
an epic season. Where's my
I
Kyle
hate him.
Pitts?
Dalton Kincaid? Oh,
No,
Fuck that guy.
one of these
Kyle
years,
Pitts.
damn it! One of these years.
Pete, okay, so I'm going to tell a short story. Pete has been talking about Kyle Pitts for many, many years. And one year I
Generational
said,
tight end talent, baby.
You know what?
One of these years is gonna be
Pete,
his.
My very smart friend is right. Kyle Pitts is going to blow up. I drafted Kyle Pitts 1 year, never fucking again, ever. You couldn't convince me to get Kyle Pitts on a fantasy football team, ever.
Dude, that is the Charlie Brown wanting to kick the football with Lucy holding it every year.
And then so 8 and 10, 8. I love Evan Ingram, and maybe because he's a Giant, but I still love Evan Ingram. I
was
think
a Giant.
I think that he always is due for time. He's always due for a good season. I think Trevor Lawrence is maybe a problem, but if Trevor Lawrence becomes not a problem, I think Evan Ingram will have a great time.
Whoa. Evan Ingram's on the Broncos this year.
Oh my God, Evan Ingram's gonna have a great fucking year.
Reverse.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
Does he move up the list or does he stay at 8?
No, I think he stays at 8.
Okay.
I think he stays at 8. And Tucker Kraft.
That's why I thought you had Evan Ingram 8 because he was on Denver and he's gonna probably be a pretty good pick.
Oh, he's gonna be really good.
Tim, did you
Really
watch the
good on
Chicago
Denver.
preseason game against the Bills? Any of it?
Yeah.
Colson Loveland looks really good against the Bills backups.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Where did
big and
you
he's
get that?
fast.
Yeah,
He is literally Brock Bowers. He's gonna have a good year. There's no way.
He doesn't have the comic book name that Brock Bowers has, though.
Yes, he does.
Here.
Colson Loveland's a great name.
No, but you got to have the alliteration.
He's got the alliteration.
It's a little bit of a villain name, but maybe that's
Brock
good.
Bowers sounds like the alter ego of a superhero, doesn't it?
It does. And then I really like the Green Bay offense. So Tucker Kraft. I really like the Green Bay offense a lot, actually.
Can we segue on the Green Bay offense for 30 seconds?
Sure.
They have 20 weapons. Who loses out in that formula? Is the running back, the tight end, or one of the wide receivers? Because you have Golden, Jacobs, Kraft, Jalen Reed. Who's the one receiver?
Romeo
Dobbs. There's Christian Watson.
I love Christian Watson.
There's so many people though, but I feel like
Christian Watson was only a deep threat though. He would just do a vertical route.
I feel like of those receivers, 2 of them are always injured at any given time.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Like that's the story of my life. Again, another draft pick of mine, Romeo Dobbs. Very disappointing because he's always hurt. Or he's sharing the football with like 80 other people.
Poor PP.
Tight end is so weird.
This is how I feel sad for you.
Tight end is such a weird position though, because like 2024, Taysom Hill's the 15th tight end, and I think Taysom Hill is like the biggest joke in fantasy always, because you're like, some days he plays quarterback, some days he plays tight end. It's like, who cares?
He either scores 1 point or 30.
He's the type of guy you're not allowed to take credit for if he has a good week for you. It's like good job, you got lucky.
You
got lucky this week. You know?
I picked up on some weeks where he's always good. It's usually at home and it's against a divisional opponent.
So
I only know that because I picked him up as a free agent.
Waiver wire superhero.
Waiver wire superhero, exactly.
There you go.
And then as soon as he has a good week, I drop him immediately.
Tight end is so weird, and nobody drafts tight end high, and that's because there's really only 5 tight ends that are worth drafting. So
yeah, wish we could have another flex position, but our commissioner hates change. So
I love change. We'll do two QBs.
Oof.
Oh, you guys love 2 QBs in this league, man.
No. I don't want the 2 QBs.
I get to like round 14. I'm like, I forgot again.
I just want touchdowns and interceptions and those things. Like the good and the bad of QBs to be more weighted, so that like the best QBs are separated.
Hey, I came up with the point scheme, but we never did it.
Yeah, we had a system ready to go. And we didn't.
I would love to rescheme QBs and make bad QBs bad and good QBs good. Yeah. And I think the point scheme will fix that problem. But
I mean,
we could do it.
Except you still got like Allen and Lamar that get drafted in the first round anyway because they're freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, John, you were so afraid we didn't have enough time to talk about this, and it's 11 o'clock right now. Just
well, we haven't gotten to the crazy topics yet.
All right, here's another fake sponsor, SockDoc, the only docking station designed to reunite lost socks. SockDoc, because laundry shouldn't be a breakup story.
Okay.
New Line Cinema presents.
Yes.
Socks After Dark.
Oh.
Bum. And on the next topic. Bum. And on the next topic.
And another next topic. And another next topic. Sorry.
Oh my God, did we just do 4 questions in most of the show? That literally just dawned on me.
So continuing with our fantasy football theme, we now pivot to some hypothetical situations that will be determined by the If These Balls Could Talk digital wheel.
Yes.
We have 32 NFL players and 32 different scenarios of which each of us will discuss why or how these scenarios might actually come to fruition, and then we will all debate. So everyone, are we ready?
I think so. The possibilities here are endless, and listeners, you can play along at home too on our website, www.iftheseballscoulddtalkpod.com. In case you have trouble getting to it.
World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web. Yeah. All right, I got to resize this to fit both wheels on the screen at the same time. So we're 2-wheeling it, you guys. The number of permutations here are endless.
So many wheels.
So much wheel, so much fun. So here we go. Guys, so for our first topic of this game, we're going to select the player. Here we go. Derrick Henry and the scenario.
We haven't gone over who's supposed to argue this, I just realized.
I think we just all argue it.
We're going around in a circle.
Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
Same order? Same order? All right.
This is a big one to start. Derrick Henry gets traded mid-season. What the hell would happen to cause that? Does anyone want to run with this one?
for whatever reason. Yeah, we're gonna go in order. So,
okay. So Mark,
this is how Derrick Henry gets traded mid-season. So somehow Lamar Jackson just decides that he wants to throw with his left hand only for the rest of the season, and the Baltimore Ravens just go in a huge spiral downhill where they lose every single game because Lamar just wants to throw left-handed. And while he's a very good athlete, he's there's a reason why he's a right-handed quarterback.
There are limits.
Derrick Henry gets very upset with that, and he really wants to win a Super Bowl, so he demands to get traded at the trade deadline. He probably goes to, let's say, the Buffalo Bills, and the Bills end up trading for him to get that goal line back that they want, so that Josh Allen doesn't have to ram his head into defensive linemen anymore.
Yeah, but he loves doing that.
He is our big dumb animal.
He's our golden retriever.
Come on, how much are you saying that you guys would not love to have Derrick Henry on your team?
I mean, prime Derrick Henry, sure.
Derrick Henry was the number 2 running back in football last year.
Yeah.
Stop saying that he's not good. You're wrong.
I'm not saying he's not good.
The man is a genetic freak.
He is incredible.
And I know that I'm biased, but 1,900 yards. Jesus.
I know, he's insane.
Chances are he's not getting 1,900 yards again, but he's still going to be a viable goal line back.
He's still going to be very good.
And it's something you're doing it 2 years in a row. I just,
There's been no, I know he didn't get to 2,000, but every player in NFL history that got to 2,000 got nowhere near that mark the following year. I'm going to make an exception for Saquon Barkley, but that's about it. Like, even the great Barry Sanders, I don't think... We'd have to look that one up. He might be the other exception because he was a unicorn.
Even worse, how about this? The Kansas City Chiefs trade for Derrick Henry.
Oh, I hate that. No help for the Chiefs. No. Okay, I would have the Bills trade for him just so that he doesn't go on the Chiefs. How about that? Like, I'd rather...
I like this plan for you.
I'd rather it help the Bills,
the Chiefs.
not... Like, yes, of course it would help the Bills, but I would do it more to hurt the Chiefs. Because I just...
There's a weird sickness in Buffalo here where, they polled everybody and they said, who would you rather win a Super Bowl first? Anyone but the Bills or the Chiefs? And most people said the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Because they'd rather have the Chiefs win another Super Bowl than another team win it before the Bills, like the Ravens. So therefore proving the Chiefs are our second favorite team in Buffalo.
Okay, that's really very complicated.
Yeah,
that's like relationship status. It's very complicated.
Yeah. Did the Ravens win one? I'm gonna be pissed. If the Chiefs win one again, I was like, yep, same rigged shit as always.
Yeah, I see your point there. Yeah. I mean, we saw it in action last time.
We can say, besides the Bills, obviously, that the Ravens are the best team in football, right?
There's a reason why I picked them to be in the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'd put the Eagles up there, but yeah, the Ravens are right up there at the top.
You know how the Bills have a Chiefs problem? The Ravens have a Bills problem.
They do in the playoffs.
Yeah. Every time in the playoffs.
You are not wrong.
That is true.
And what happens if the Bengals figure their defense out? Are you guys...
They're not going to figure their defense out.
No, but what if they do? That's a what if.
Don't summon that into existence. Nope. Stop it.
Honestly, I'm kind of with John on this.
Who do they have on defense?
I'm with John on this one because if you have the AFC North beating the crap out of each other, you have the AFC West beating the crap out of each other, then you just get the AFC East with us and a bunch of children.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a bunch of children.
No, the AFC North. I always
the South because it's the South.
It's the South.
What if Aaron Rodgers decides that he wants to be a good quarterback again?
He's not a good quarterback.
Eat up on each other. Go ahead.
Sure.
Let them all go 8-8.
The North is always the division of blood.
What if the Browns wise up and maybe they decide that they're going to start Shedeur Sanders?
Good. Let them beat up on each other.
No. Also, the Browns are bad at football.
Browns, anything good would just seems ridiculous.
We should do a bet who's going to be the worst team in football because I think that's a fun bet.
The Saints.
That would be a fun bet. Colts. Oh wait, no, I did pick the Saints. Now I think about it. I picked the Saints.
No, you pick Colts.
I think it's just.
Well, if you pick the Saints, then I'll pick the Colts.
It's the Saints.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
So I was gonna just for an alternate future here. I was gonna say
that's not alternate future because we're at 5 seconds.
Henry
So
gets
we have
traded
many
mid-season
alternate-
because the wheels finally do fall off, and Henry's like, "Oh shit," and they were like, "We got to get rid of him."
That wasn't the scenario.
I know. That was the alternate scenario.
Your face is the alternate scenario. All right, come on. We got.
Well, Mark's had to sing a song.
Next scenario. Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Who's doing the next one?
I think me, then
Peter.
Tim, then John rounds us off at the end.
Whoop! Next topic. Whoop! Next topic. Louder now. Whoop! Next topic. Whoop! Next topic.
Tag team back again.
All right, guys, and the now famous plays double wheel extravaganza. We have for a player Brock Purdy, and the scenario gets divorced or secretly married. Okay.
Okay.
What is his current relationship status? Because I don't know enough about Brock Purdy's personal life.
He's into humans.
Can we call him? Is Brock Purdy, now that he got paid, like he got his bag, is he Mr. Irrelevant anymore?
I mean,
Is he Mr.
He
like
got
Inc-
drafted last.
He's definitely relevant.
He's like
No.
very relevant.
Listen. Mr. Irrelevant has nothing to do with your current NFL status.
Okay, guys,
It has
here
to
we
do
go,
with
here we go.
where you got drafted.
So he is married to Jenna Brandt. So in this scenario, just something goes wrong in the home life. Because she's like, you know what? I don't like that you become a football superstar. This sucks. And they get divorced. Brock Purdy becomes miserable, right? So it leads to his production just falling off a cliff. But then who else is on San Francisco's roster right now?
George Kittle.
George Kittle and George
Ricky
Kittle's
Pearsall.
cool
No,
wife.
no,
Ricky Pearsall,
as
John
quarterbacks.
Jennings, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, okay, because Purdy suddenly reverts to the Mr. Irrelevant that he was always destined to be, right? Like the Cinderella story ends.
It's
Mac Jones?
Really?
Okay, so Mac Jones gets in there, and guys, it's like, do you guys remember Rich Gannon in the 90s? He was like, who the fuck is Rich Gannon? Why is he good? And then all of a sudden in 2003 in the Raiders,
Steroids.
yeah, all of a sudden in
Steroids.
2003 he's incredible. Like he won a Super Bowl, right, with the Raiders
Mac Jones.
in the early
That's right.
2000s. Right. So Mac
Almost.
Jones,
Brad Johnson beat him.
Mac Jones gets in there, and he has like the fairy tale switches from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones. Jones somehow ignites the 49ers. They go on a run, and he talks to the legendary.
Mac Jones was always good. He was always good.
He was good all along. We just didn't know.
Always good.
Right? So it's one of those magical moments where, like, you know what, Ricky Pearsall, you're good. McCaffrey stays healthy the whole season somehow because, you know, bad luck with the divorce, good luck with McCaffrey. And they win the division. They win the NFC West, and they end up making a run all the way to the Super Bowl where we finally get the Bills versus 49ers that we wanted in 1992.
Did you just infer that Brock Purdy marries Christian McCaffrey?
Well, I mean, okay, after the divorce, they find each other, and, you know, I wasn't going to get into that part of the story.
Gotcha.
So, guys,
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, that would have been odd.
that would have
It
been
is San
odd.
Francisco.
What is that? The land where
I no comment. That was perfect.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally
So
believable.
that's my scenario.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I was having a little too much fun with these wheel scenarios earlier today at lunch.
Well, do you want to spin again and do another one then?
I
No.
guess.
It's 11-12.
Okay,
bro.
fine. All right. We can end
Relax.
that. If you guys have
we
no
have
comment,
2
let's move
minutes.
on.
We have 2 minutes. We can talk about this some more. We're not going to start over though. Nobody likes that. I think that it brings to the fact that the Niners are pretty light, and if anything goes wrong in San Francisco, it's going to be a real problem.
Unless
Yeah,
Mac
that's
Jones
true.
suddenly finds the
They're
Rich
not deep.
Gannon in him.
They're not deep anymore, and it happened so quickly that it boggles the mind, honestly.
And in order for Mac Jones to play in a football game, that something happens to happen, or something needs to happen to Brock Purdy, and something probably bad needs to happen to Brock Purdy. And
Didn't
so,
Juszczyk get fired?
Oh,
did he get-
because
they do that every
nobody
year.
needs a fullback anymore.
Yeah, but
that's-
Or
they,
did he?
they fire him and resign him every year, I think, right?
You know what I just realized, guys?
Yeah.
Tell me where I'm wrong. The Niners and the Bills have the same problem. Kyle Shanahan and Sean McDermott are convinced that since they did it once and looked great with players that were not expected to be great, they think they can take any random player, stick them in their system, and say they're going to become great now because of us.
That's a great point.
Opposed to going and finding greatness.
Is that the safety problem with the Bills right now in a nutshell?
Safeties, wide receivers, they.
But I don't think McDermott,
Debo and Ayuk, no one thought they were going to be great. They're great in Shanahan's system.
I blame Shanahan for that. I don't blame McDermott wholly for anything on the defense, but for offense, I don't think he really touches it, does he?
You can't see it as an insight.
I'd say for a Kyle Shanahan offense, that has been fairly accurate because, Jimmy G made it to a Super Bowl under Kyle Shanahan. And, Jawan Jennings came out of nowhere, and now he wants to be paid like a number one receiver, even though he was a 7th round draft pick.
But, this is probably why Shanahan's cocky, because he got away with it that year.
Well, is
that also his failing, right?
Yeah. I will say him and John Lynch make a very good team because John Lynch knows who to draft, and Kyle Shanahan knows how to play those guys that he drafts. So, but it's.
I think Isaac Guerendo is a great pick. I think he's going to have a really good career.
I picked him up actually as my last pick in the draft that I already had because
I heard his name for the first time 30 seconds ago.
And what's interesting is they picked up Demarcus Robinson, who's suspended for 3 games because he got a DUI last year.
I do love how last week John tried to convince us that Demarcus Robinson was a good pickup.
I forgot about that part. That's already out of my mind.
I don't remember doing that.
Mark's not going to let it go. All right. I've made my peace with my scenario if you guys are good with it.
Now we're perfectly at time.
All right.
So we're ending it. I'm not that drunk. Nice.
Sure.
Yes, we are.
Every topic should end that way.
All right.
Speaking of which.
Whoa. Not that drunk.
Whoa. Everybody wants to hear the next topic. Huh. All right, so this one's Tim. Right?
All right, so Tim, we're going to give you a scenario with a player and a scenario. All right, the player is Puka Nacua.
Boy.
And the scenario is gets abducted by aliens. Okay, then.
All right.
I love this one, by the way.
What the hell does that do to the Rams?
That was a ChatGPT suggestion. That was not a ChatGPT suggestion. That was one that I came up with.
Okay, that's a Mark special right there.
All right. Puka Nacua is abducted by aliens, and they are able to give him formula to cure Matt Stafford's back.
Wow. I was wondering if you were going to do a positive spin on this. Okay.
And then the Rams run roughshod all over the league. But come the playoffs, the serum starts to wear off. So Puka Nacua is running around the streets of LA like a crazy person trying to get abducted again. And he ends up getting locked up in an insane asylum.
Oh, no.
Because all he was trying to do is trying to get abducted by aliens again because he had to cure Matt Stafford, and everyone thinks that's nuts. So
that's totally
the Rams fall off, and then Brock Purdy,
Stafford.
No, new quarterback for the Niners.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Leads the Niners to the Super Bowl.
So this helps their scenario. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're building a bigger narrative here.
I love it. We're talking in the same multiverse here.
We're in the same universe here. Yeah.
Can we talk about how much weed Puka Nacua does before and after he plays? Because he always seems high.
Really?
He might just be naturally that.
So maybe he doesn't Maybe he just thinks he gets abducted by aliens, and he doesn't.
Is it because he's? I mean, is it like a Samoan thing that he's so like?
What is he giving Matt Stafford to cure his back pain if he actually wants?
Oh, there it is.
Maybe it's just the weed wore off.
It might.
Like Stafford's back.
You got to dab on this, bro.
Oh yeah, like Stafford's back was actually still fucked, but he just didn't care.
I mean, is that how Puka
fine.
came back so fast from his injury? Like, dude is just like always hang loose, and I love it. I love Puka Nacua as a professional athlete.
I feel like Nacua is just a Zen dude. I think he's just naturally high all the time. Like he's tapped into that part of his mind.
Except he's saying Irie all the time.
I think that's weed, Pete.
Yeah, but like he can do it without the weed. He's transcended the need to smoke it. He just is high.
All weed people say that.
Oh well.
I've transcended, man.
But I mean,
it's like
no one's been abducted by aliens like Puka Nacua has. So, I mean, maybe they gave him that ability too on the side. He's like, hey, while I'm up here, let me be high all the time.
I could definitely picture for some reason Puka Nacua running around LA, just trying to get abducted by aliens. It's like, I need more, bro. I need more. Yeah.
We gotta save Matt Stafford's back, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" He starts like smashing windows.
I don't know why I could picture that. I don't know why I could really.
He kind of looks like the History Channel guy. It's like aliens.
Oh yeah.
It's like, did you guys see Hobbs and Shaw?
The movie?
I did not know.
Well, okay, so Pete, in Hobbs and Shaw, at some point, The Rock brings the bad guys back to Hawaii, and his Samoa and his Samoan brothers and sisters, they help them fight the bad guys with like weird
you're gonna talk about
Samoan axes and things.
Okay.
Samoan powers, literally. And I really feel like Puka is just all that. He's just like he just channels his inner self to be great at football because he has no reason to be as good as he is, right? Sure. I don't know.
Nacua is definitely a international man of mystery.
I think it's weed.
Probably. I'll have what he's having.
I think it's weed.
I love that Tim's scenario is in the same universe as my scenario, though.
Yes.
They all are.
You like it? Totally. Don't steal it.
Hey.
John, you know what you got to do now. Your scenario, you got to wrap it all up now. Wrap it all up.
Obviously.
Okay.
Wrap it all up.
Sing us another song, Mark.
Well, you know what time it is.
Oh, it's that time.
It's the final topic.
I wanted the double gun.
Nice.
Remember when Pete didn't like us doing that?
He loves it now.
I'm bought in now. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right.
Let's fucking go.
It only took like 7 seasons for me to be fine. All right.
Only like 110 episodes.
I went from opposing it to accepting it to now I'm thriving on it. All right. Final scenario, John. The player is Saquon Barkley. Okay, you got a history here. And the scenario.
Rejoins the Giants.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Gets arrested.
Oh.
I love this game.
So as you know,
we didn't have one football scenario.
No.
As you know,
That's what makes it more fun.
There's a problem between the Giants and the Eagles. And most of it is around the fact that people from New Jersey hate people from Philadelphia. And so Saquon Barkley was a little bit self-hating when he was a Giant and decided he wanted to like join the Eagles, win a Super Bowl, whatever. But it was because he hated himself. And that hatred has really caused him to go into like kind of an acting out downward spiral. So he's like street racing on the New Jersey Turnpike. He's drinking too much.
He's like Dominic Toretto.
He's like Dominic Toretto, exactly.
Oh, no.
And he gets into an accident and
Family.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he runs away from it. I'm Saquon Barkley. I have to run away from this accident.
Can I just interject one
thing?
Quick thing, John? He really should have listened to Deanne Dawkins, who would have taught him how to drift, but he didn't.
Good call, Pete.
Yep.
So he hears about the trouble going on the West. He hears about all the trouble going on the West Coast with Buka Nakua and Matt Stafford and Brock Purdy, and he's like,
wrap it all up.
He's like, I better not get in trouble like those guys, and so he hides the whole thing, and it becomes a big incident, and he gets arrested, and he gets kicked off the team. The Eagles end up losing the rest of the games this season, so they've like 2-14, and actually, yeah, really, it goes really wrong.
That's a big crash.
It goes really wrong because they're really just on the back of Saquon Barkley.
I mean, the Jalen Hurts haters out there would definitely fully agree with this scenario.
Yeah.
You already know that Niners made it to the Super Bowl, so something had to happen to the Eagles.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Right. This is all. It's
all connected.
Meant to be. It's all connected. And
One multiverse.
one single NFL multiverse. I don't know. It's going to take a lot for the Eagles to be bad, but I would.
Apparently, it would take Saquon getting arrested.
I mean, I think that's
Getting
one of the
really,
things.
really into illegal street racing motorsports too, which I love.
How crazy if one of these scenarios actually came true.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. You heard it here first.
From the ridiculous scenarios, Saquon Barkley, by the way, probably one of the most stand-up guys in the NFL. I don't ever see that happening.
I mean, nice guys can get taken down the wrong path.
He took his kids to his contract signing in Philly. He apologized on national radio. I was like, I don't have any hate for the Giants. When Jameis Winston asked him what team he should join because he didn't have a team, Jameis is like, I think the Giants need a quarterback. So, like, I like Saquon Barkley as a football player. And I honestly, of all the things that could...
John,
I do. By the way, I think of all the things.
Fuck you, Joe Shane. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Joe Shane.
Yeah, but it made for the best episode of Hard Knocks of all time.
I'm excited to see kind of what Jameis does with Malik and just slinging it all over that field.
Yeah,
man.
Jameis is not
why.
He's going to have 40 targets.
That is why I'm totally fine with him being the third person on your list, because why not just throw every pass to Malik Neighbors?
Listen. The way Jameis Winston, they're paying Jameis Winston money to be himself in the locker room. He's not going to play a snap the whole season.
You don't think so? Oh, I bet he gets at least one snap.
No. Well, they might have some weird thought and Brian Dable being creative, but I don't think he's going to play. And I think he's just there for locker room. They literally brought in 2 reasonable veteran quarterbacks to train Jaxon Dart on how to be a good professional. That's what they did.
Okay.
100%.
It's Dart all the way. It's not Russell Wilson, or it's just Dart.
I still say this. Russell Wilson starts the first 6 games. Jameis Winston starts the next 3. They throw Jaxon Dart in.
The Giants are going to do to Russell Wilson what the Steelers did to Fields.
Yeah,
that would be pretty funny.
I think that Dayball gets fired after the 9th game, and they throw in Jaxon Dart. Yeah,
because we're going to need a new offensive coordinator next year when Joe Brady gets a head coaching job.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey,
Mark.
Dayball, come on back.
Mark, I think
I'd be fine with that.
And then honestly, I've been telling this to everybody this season. I'm very bullish on the Giants this year. However, I don't think they're going to win more than 9 or 8.
Well, Mark thinks the Patriots are going 11 and 6.
Wrong.
So.
I might be wrong.
They got 4 wins in the division. That's the start. That's pretty good.
Mark's wrong.
Right.
But I mean, here's the thing. Everyone who isn't named Josh Allen or Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud, when you try to rush a first-round quarterback, you make mistakes. You know, you get the Sam Darnolds and
every quarterback that's ever started for the Jets after Joe Namath.
And every quarterback that's ever started for the Jets. I don't think Allen was
rushed. Like, he wasn't really great until year 3. Like, that's when he really took off.
Well, didn't he get his whole mechanics changed one offseason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels was good last year, though. Keep in mind, CJ was pretty good his rookie year.
CJ was great his first year.
No, that's what I said. Everybody who's not named Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels.
Well, it happened.
No, but Allen was bad his first year. Like he literally had to completely relearn how to throw.
Yeah,
I think actually, Tim, I think it was between year 2 and 3, because year 2 he was just like fuck it, and he was.
No, you're right.
He kind of like just bull rushed his way through the second year.
And here's the thing about
decent stats, but year 3 is like, oh my god, he's amazing.
I mean, we have like 6 shows before the draft that I said Jaxon Dart was my guy. Jaxon Dart is a slinger, and I think that's. So we're gonna do that for Jaxon Dart for until the rest of time.
By the way, if you become best friends with Jalen Brunson and Jaxon Dart, I mean that's the J Club right there. Jackson,
Dreams,
Jalen, and John right there.
Wow.
I'll go on Jalen's podcast. We'll talk about our podcast, and we'll be best friends.
You talk about how much you love him. Yeah, exactly.
We'll be best friends forever.
I love it.
That should have been the scenario. Jaxon Dart becomes John's best friend.
And Jalen Brunson, guys.
If we had more time.
Oh my God, who do you love more, Jaxon Dart?
I mean,
or Jalen
here's
Brunson?
the thing. Okay. Not only is Jaxon Dart handsome and looks like a quarterback, he loves Star Wars. He literally
Jalen Brunson's handsome.
I mean, he does. Have you guys seen this? He does straight down his eye black because he wants to be like Anakin Skywalker. He says that this is my Anakin eye black.
Whoa!
I mean, Jackson's the guy.
There's nothing 22-year-old handsome dudes say more than they love hanging out with 43-year-old guys hanging out.
I'm 44.
John's favorite thing in the world.
John's in love.
I guess so. Unapologetically.
I think that is the end.
Anyway, that has been our topics. We would like to.
Oh my God.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with Mr. Jeff Stoltzfus from Shut Up Football. In the meantime,
Shut Up
You can catch up on our old episodes on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@iftheseballspod. And don't forget to subscribe to us by tickling that little bell.
No.
We would like to thank our guests for joining us tonight. Thank you, Tim.
Thanks,
Tim.
You
can follow or like us on our socials. You can follow or like us on our socials at IfTheseBallsPod on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Our website is www.iftheseballscoodtalkpod.com. This is Mark Pescian for my partner, Sean Companion, producer Pete Steffen. That's what we feel they would say if these balls could talk. Bye, everyone.
Great season, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
If these balls could talk, they would walk along the bases into the fields. If these balls could talk with Mark and John and producer Pete.